What's up, Nibbytons? It's Jess, and as part of my truffle making extravaganza for Valentine's Day, I want to talk to you guys and actually show you how not to melt chocolate. Because you're going to need to melt chocolate to dip your truffles in, and there is a wrong way to do it. Now, a lot of recipes you'll come across will say that, oh, you can just do it in the microwave and just, do it for short increments of time and stir it in between. And I don't like that if you're going to be using your chocolate to dip something in, like strawberries or truffles or whatever, for a few reasons. One, you don't have as much control over it in the microwave. And two, you need that chocolate to stay melted long enough for you to dip your whatevers into it. And if you're continually having to go back and reheat your already melted chocolate, you end up, you have a much higher chance of ruining it. And when you destroy your chocolate that you're trying to melt, some people will say, oh, some people call it breaking, like I broke my chocolate, or some people will call it seizing, like, oh, the chocolate seized on me. And I want to show you what that looks like. Now, keep in mind, I'm doing this wrong intentionally to show you guys what not to do. So in this pan here, I've got just some chocolate chips, and I don't recommend melting your chocolate directly on the stovetop either, like with it just in a pan on the burner, because you have a lot more heat coming directly into the pan. You don't have as much control over it. Your pan is going to retain a lot of heat, and that might be too much. So the way I always recommend melting chocolate is a double boiler situation, which is going to be the next video that you're going to see as part of this. So, yes, I'm just going to remove the camera really quick, and I will show you how this is not done. Okay, so I've got my chocolate chips, and a lot of people will also tell you that, like, using chocolate chips is, like, no good. If you're getting good quality chocolate and you're doing this the right way, it doesn't really matter what form it's in. I've used chocolate chips in the past and it's been fine, as long as you do it the right way. So I'm gonna turn my burner onto medium heat. Actually, I might turn it on a little higher than that just for the sake of speed. You can still accidentally destroy your chocolate even if you're using low heat. It's just going to take a lot longer. But for the sake of speed, I'm just going to put it on like medium high right now. And my chocolate is already melting. Like you can see there, it's already melting. So I'm just going to keep stirring it around. Not only can you, like, seize your chocolate doing this, you could actually burn it.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here.
So now you can see my chocolate is a good consistency right now. I could definitely use this to coat something. Like I was saying, you're gonna want it to stay at this consistency for however long it takes you to do your dipping, and that's a lot harder to control. I can already see it seizing. See how it's kind of got a flaky texture now? See how quick that went from perfect to uh-oh. It's getting kind of a crumbly texture. You see, this is entirely too hot and too direct of heat. And you can see it's like coming, you see, scraping clean off the pan. Look at this, it's just like a clump now. This is See's chocolate. I'm just gonna take it off the heat right now. This is terrible. And you can't fix this. There's no way to bring it back. And look right here. It's darker. It started to burn. So that heat was entirely too high. But like I said, you could do that. You could do this to chocolate even on low heat. It would just take you a lot longer. So this is See's chocolate. Like, you could still just eat it like this. It's nothing, it would taste fine, not gonna hurt you, but obviously this is no good for dipping. And I've actually in the past tried various methods that the internet has suggested for trying to save See's chocolate, and it just doesn't work. So if you get to this point, you've gone too far and you need to just chuck this and start over. And then, like I said, the next video you're gonna see is the right way to do it with a lot of control and all the time in the world.